This one is near and dear to my heart. So there's a pilot who scared her passengers, not only because of how she was dressed in plain clothes and had access to the cockpit, but she went on a rant about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, how they were both liars. She started talking about her divorce. Here's a picture on my screen of the pilot, and so people started deboarding the plane. Now, listen, if you've been listening to me any amount of time, you know I have a little problem with flying. I'm going to get over it, right? You know, people have been inviting me. I've missed several engagements across the country because I'm chicken shit and I don't like to fly. But had I been on this plane, I would have teleported my ass right out of my seat and appeared somewhere back in my bed, somewhere so I could get under my blankets, because this shit is crazy. The pilot was eventually removed from the plane. The plane was headed to San Francisco International Airport. She showed up dressed like a civilian. And she went on a rant about how she didn't vote for Trump. She didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. They're both liars. Both of them were, quote, assholes. And then she started ranting about her divorce. She started off by saying that she started discussing her divorce in front of all of the passengers on the plane. And when you think about it, the level of stress, actually, there's no rationalizing this, right? I'm mighty impressed by the passengers who sat there and listened to the rant. I would have been off the plane as soon as I saw her in plain clothes talking about she's the pilot. Because the hell, no, I'm sorry, I'm straight. But then also to think about how unstable she was in that moment. The last thing that anybody should want to do, especially me, is to get 30,000 feet in the air with someone who is visibly shaken and emotionally distraught. So passengers started tweeting about it as she was ranting. They started tweeting the airlines, United Airlines, and started telling people what was going on. And eventually she was removed from the plane, and they boarded another plane to get to their destination. One of the passengers said, quote, being a pilot is a tough and stressful job. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is United Airlines. They said, quote, being a pilot is a tough and stressful job. This particular pilot did not seem emotionally equipped to do the job that day. And I hope that she gets the help that she probably needs. And actually, let me correct myself a second time. That was one of the passengers, not United Airlines. United said that they're going to discuss the issue with the pilot. I can't imagine for the life of me that this pilot will still have a job. At a minimum, she needs to take about a year off and get some stuff together. But I will not be flying that airline. But then, damn, if they fire her and she gets hired by another airline, I won't know what airline she's on. The hell am I going to do?